Okay, so the topic for me is intangible beauty or true beauty. Yeah, Whiting. Whiting is with me right now, and I'm gonna ask her a few questions. Whiting, what do you think is true beauty? What do you define beauty as?
Beauty? Well, beauty can be found in anything, in my opinion. And I guess, the phrase "beauty is in the eye of the beholder." So beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes, and it really depends on, who is looking at what. You know what I mean? Like maybe I find rain beautiful, but some other people will be like, "Ew, rain!" Like some people will be like disgusted by rain because it's like wet and like they don't like it and it's sticky and humid and the weather. But for me, I think rain like it's a really peaceful. Well, actually, sometimes not peaceful, but it's it's a nice thing. And yeah, I'm just the type of person who likes rain, and I find it to be one of the most interesting things that God has created because I don't know, water is nice and like rain is just cool, okay? Yeah. So yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and yeah, beauty can be found in anything basically.
I agree with you because so you said like beauty is relative, right? And it depends on the person. So it's basically relative.
Yeah,
That's kind of like how poetry, like some people won't consider some poems as poetry, while others may consider it poetry.
yeah. Like art, it's kind of like art. Like some people will look at like Picasso and they'll be like, that is not art. But some people will be like, yeah, that's that's art and that's beautiful and I really like it. But yeah, again, like I stand with what I said before. Like it depends on the person and their views on the thing that they define as beautiful.
Like the reason I chose this topic is this. I want to like take a new perspective, and that like in like okay, you said like beauty is relative, right?
Yeah,
So basically, beauty is relative means you take many perspectives on one thing,
yeah.
and that's what I want to do with this.
Well, I think beauty doesn't have a standard, in my opinion. Like there should be no standard for beauty. Like what I find beautiful might not be what others find beautiful. You know what I mean? Like if if beauty was a set thing, if there was a set standard for beauty, then that's going to cause a lot of controversy. And yeah, like for example, let's just look at um, models and like the what's the beauty industry. Like they all have like a
You
certain
mean
yeah,
modeling
yeah, yeah.
industry?
Or is it beauty industry? It doesn't matter, but like they all have a set kind of trend or whatever it is. Like you have to be this this tall or like this skinny or this.
It's like a cookie mold.
Yeah, it's like you have to fit all these criteria before you can be counted as like, for example, a Victoria's Secret Angel or whatever. I don't even, yeah. So you get what I mean, right? So the fact that our world has placed so much standard on beauty, doesn't that basically corrupt the true meaning of beauty and true beauty itself? Because beauty is relative, like you said, and like it's in the eye of the beholder. What I Yeah. So the fact that people are placing standards is a little, I guess it's disappointing because then that's why, everyone's like, oh, they're always, that's why people are comparing themselves to each other and they're like, oh, I wish I had her eyes, or I wish I had her nose, or I wish I had her face or something. And yeah, honestly, we are all fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. And I think that that is true beauty, The fact that we are made in the image of God is already beauty.
Yeah, I think it's really bad to assign standards like oh you because of some numbers or something like for example like if you're a basketball player it's like oh you have to be cut off like 6'7" to have it easier or you have to weigh a certain amount of pounds and you have to have like a certain percentage of muscle mass, something like that. It makes you like it kind of objectifies people and things.
Yeah.
Like what do you think are some characteristics of true beauty? Like
Characteristics.
Yeah. Like how would you differentiate true and fake beauty?
Hmm. What do you define as fake beauty, though? What,
That's
like,
up to you.
you mean beauty that is corrupted?
Yeah, in a way.
Well, like, kind of like what I said before, like, society kind of corrupts the meaning of beauty. Like, the standards placed on both women and men are kind of, they they limit on who or what is able being like um yeah, they put the standards that are put on both men and women limit what can be called beautiful. You know what I mean? Like like what you said with the basketball thing and what I said with like the modeling industry is just kind of you have to have this, and then you're beautiful. Or and then you're pretty, and then you can get into the industry, and then you can be a basketball player. You have to fit all of this before you can enter into whatever you want to like enter.
Okay, this is this is the second person I'm asking. It's Kenji Durham,
Hi.
and I'm gonna ask him about my topic. My topic is true beauty, and what do you think true beauty is?
What do I think true beauty is?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it kind of self-defined within those two words itself, though? Like to
Yeah.
me,
Then can you give your explanation?
so true beauty is basically kind of who you truly are. So everybody has a mask when they do each type of activity. So when you have a school mask, you have a family mask, you have a friend's mask, and I think that true beauty is that when all of those are off, like who you are in the inside. So, for example, maybe let's just say someone's a transsexual or a crossdresser, and that they usually put on a mask when they go to school and stuff like they're a guy, right? But the true beauty is the fact that they're actually a girl, like born a girl. So, to me, it's the fact that who you actually are within you, or where you get to a stage that um, you acknowledge that who you are, who yourself are. That's true beauty to me.
So basically, you think beauty is like what it is when you don't touch it, like when you don't move anything, don't change anything. It's like natural.
Yeah, I think the beauty is natural. I mean, if it's not natural, it's kind of artificial, and that's not really beauty by that point. That's just man-made, and you can't really like when people look at nature, they be like, "Oh, this is really beautiful," right? But if you see man-made stuff, will you necessarily say the same you say to a nature? It's not the same because it's just two different elements. So I think the true beauty has like a that the fact that its beauty has a higher how do you say it? Higher state of respect and higher state of how we observe and how we appreciate it more.
So you're saying that you don't appreciate man-made stuff as you would natural stuff.
Not necessarily that. I appreciate man-made stuff, but if I rather prefer beauty stuff like human natural stuff. So it's like kind of like, would you want to have rather have um, fresh milk or milk powder?
Fresh milk.
Yeah, it's just kind of that deal. So sometimes I would prefer naturals like from nature, but it depends on situation seriously. But 90% of the time, I would say just say man-made is just not the way for me.
No, like for the reason why I chose this topic is because, like I made like a recent I don't know, it's like a recent discovery. It's not that recent. It's like a few months ago. Is that I found that beauty comes from the small things, not necessarily the big things. Like for example, like if your parents they tell you to put on a seatbelt, you just think, oh, you're so annoying. It's so uncomfortable, but they're actually caring about you. And it's like beauty is like it's all the tiny things coming together. It's like in science, it's like all the atoms coming together. It forms one element.
Right, I agree with you. Yeah, it is. It is actually the tiny things. I mean, if you think about having like the difference between true beauty and beauty is the fact that beauty is more of the fact that you look on the outside, you look as a whole. But true beauty is like all those little details that you don't see within the whole. And that's why I think it's true beauty truly are. So
So beauty is like the beauty it's macroscopic scale, and true beauty is you see both macroscopic and microscopic.
yeah, and you see as a and you understand why it actually creates that. So that's true beauty. But if you just like kind of like let's just say for your phone right now, say, oh, it's pretty beautiful right now on your phone. But then to me, your true beauty is like you look within and what's within that all those little stuff. Why does it work so beautiful and all this stuff? Like that's kind of like true beauty to me. It's like the hidden parts. Like kind of going back to the mask theory.
I also think that there's like a quote where it's basically beauty can be found in all things. Do you agree?
Beauty can be
Found in all things.
can beauty be found in all things? Mm, yes, it can. And I'm going to use a worst case scenario is I was just reading Jeremiah, and in the book of Jeremiah, they stated that Judah was taken down by armies. I forgot what's the specific armies. And why would I say that? Like, if you think of taking down the whole entire city, Judah, right? You won't think of that beauty is really that at all, right? But why I'd say it's beauty is because of the fact that later God told them, yo, basically, I promise I'll restore this. So there's a famous verse, Jeremiah 29:11, for I have plans to prosper you. That's where it came from. Because when he's talking to the people there. And why would I say there's still beauty there is the fact that even though it was destroyed, the beautiful part of it just came out. Because you took down the bad to build a good. And that's the beautiful side of that. If you don't take it down, then you can't really have like beautiful side come out. So like when you think of beauty from all things, like you can find from everything. People usually think, no, you can't find from worse situations, right? That's where you can't find it. But sometimes it's just that I just give an example of how you can actually find beauty in the worst situations. That if they found beauty back then, we can still find it today.
Like going back to what you said about the mask, I
Uh-huh.
think that it's beautiful that you don't cover it up. Like you know how in the Bible, it shows the flaws and the good things about every single biblical character.
Uh-huh.
So in a way, it helps make the Bible more accurate by not covering up over the flaws.
Uh-huh. Yeah, agree. Well, it is kind of helpful because the fact that when you don't cover up the flaws, people actually understand you more. But if you let's just say if you like a person, and let's say you got married to that person eventually, and you don't know about that person's flaws or anything, then and you make that maybe that person's flaw will actually scare you or stuff like that. And the moment you realize or you know about it, it kind of scares you away, and you don't have that maybe the same relationship or whatever you used to have, right? But being the fact that when you're open completely, these things can show, and people like, oh yeah, I actually can understand all your flaws, and your flaws are perfectly fine with me. I mean, no human being is perfect, because if we're perfect, then we all be Jesus. But at the same time, it's some flaws are really not accepted by others, and the fact that the mask covers most of these are sometimes a bad thing, and sometimes you should take it off, but do we have the courage to take it off is kind of a good question.
Thank you for listening.